Hello and welcome to Lunar Soul Tarot. I'm Ali and I'll be reading for you today. And to my subscribers, welcome back, and to those who've viewed before. And if you're new here, what we're going to do is a pick a card reading. It will be timeless. But I am aware we're just coming up to Christmas, so we're going to ask for a message from Spirit, and we want to know what surprises are coming up for you, because this time of year tends to be full of them. So, and I'm going with the Arboretum deck. It's an indie deck, and it's one I like very much. And we have 3 cards here on the table. We have Treasure, if you can see that, with a lovely broom and a cauldron behind it. So, oh, I've got the shakes. There we go, that's better. We also have Hope, and which is like a sort of will-o'-the-wisp, really, parachuting on his leaf, or her leaf, whatever. And we have Celebration, because it is a time of celebrations too. And that looks like they're making a sort of a rocket, or a, what do you call it, a Roman candle type thing. So that's lovely. So, and because here at home, I'm in London, in case you didn't know, or couldn't tell from my accent, we're going to throw some bells and whistles at this. So we have a bell here, and I'm going to pick a tree. Oh, here we go. And for each, oh, look at that, lovely. For each card. So for this one, Treasure, the first one, we have Maple. So, and the native plant is the field maple. And then we have Ilex or Holly to go with that one, very seasonal. And we also have Sloe or Blackthorn to go with number 2. And I'm also going to pick a charm to go with each. And, ooh, so we have an aeroplane for reading 1. We have a dragonfly, little dragonfly, gorgeous. Can you see that? I'm not sure that I can. There we go, that's better. Little dragonfly. And just in case I didn't show you properly, here's our aeroplane. Woo, hang on. There we go. And into the bag and have a, what's that? And we have the Tree of Life for reading 3, which is rather lovely. Let's see if I can get that to, but there we go. There's our little Tree of Life. Fantastic. So I'm going to leave you with those just for a couple of seconds. And I will say this, you might find that more than one card resonates with you, in which case go with it and listen to it. You might find just one pops out at you. So the choice is yours, or you can listen to all three if you really want to. But you'll normally find that one card in particular will pop out at you, or possibly even, if you've got more than one surprise in store, it could be one or two. So there we are. So let's move on to the readings. Welcome to reading 1. And so let's have a look at what we have to start with. So we've got an aeroplane, which represents travel, of course. And for some, it could be travel for business. For others, it could be a holiday or going to a faraway place. We also have the maple. So, and the maple is a tree that represents the family. So it's all about family comfort and the simple pleasures of life. And then finally we have treasure here, which is also looks like a sort of card of the home, because we've got the domestic objects of the broom and the cauldron, and there's also a little bit of magic going on here behind in this cauldron. So, and we have this little spirit thing here, sort of just sort of chilling out and gently waiting for something to brew, I think. So it's a lovely little scene. So I'm gonna pop these over here so we can lay out some more oracle cards. So on the one hand we've got journey, and the other hand we have the element of travel, and the key word is treasure. So it might be that you are rejoining some members of your family. Let's shuffle these cards, and let's see if I can do it so you can. And oh, so we've got one coming out there, and I'm going to shuffle for another one. Let's see what we have. I am not the greatest shuffler, as some of you will become aware, but we're going to have two of those. And I'm using two of these ones because this is the Sacred Traveller deck. And we're going to pick an animal card for you. To see, I love the spirit animal cards because they give you a good idea as to the sort of attitude you need to adopt, or what sort of guidance is around you. So we have that one, and then we've got the enchanted map. So let's see what surprises are in store for you. Okay, I don't know if I want one or I'm going to take that one and that one. Right, so I'm just going to move my cards out of the way, and then those, and let's get on with the reading. So, oh, we've got 2 of these as well. Okay, marvellous. Great. So, oh, now this is interesting. Here we go. Navigating by the stars and impasse. So follow your bliss and reflect and redirect your energy. So let's have these ones out as well. I'm not sure I'm going to fit them all in, but we will. We'll do it. And so, and we have cow spirit, and we have the eagle spirit. So this is beautiful. I love this cow. I think it's really lovely. So, and we've got more animals here actually, because we've also got an owl and we've got a squirrel. So let's make some sense of this. So, this impasse and the dry desert say to me that you have been stuck somewhere for a while, and it's taken you a bit of time to get your resources together. So it may be that you have been trying to get something off the ground, as in our little aeroplane, for a while. So, and it could be something that you've been trying to get off the ground with, or to get your family or friends together for quite some time, because this is a slightly stuck energy, and sort of this energy is sort of suggesting that you've been sort of wandering alone, or trying to sort of negotiate this on your own. But we have navigating by the stars, and for me what that says is you are now being guided, and the time is right to do this, because the stars are aligned and everything is coming towards you. And it looks like this has been something you've been wishing for a long time, or certainly to put it together. I don't think, I mean, we'll go into this more, I don't think that this is planning something far away, or if it is, it's going back home to the family, or it's reunion with your friends. And but it's finding that warm place, sort of your family, of your friend, of your tribe, if you like, and sort of getting back to it, because we have treasure here, but the treasure of the maple is, it's those wonderful warm treasures and feelings you get when you're sat around a table or around the fire, or doing whatever you do, with those closest to you, your nearest and dearest. And what this is saying is Spirit is with you to get this into place. You've learnt a lot, I believe, over to get yourself back to this and to refocus on what this treasure is to you. So whether or not you've been away from it for some time, or you've just felt separated or isolated from it, so it could be physically or in perception. So, and sometimes your perception takes you away from people, makes you feel isolated or what have you. But you are coming out of that block now, okay? And your eyes are being open to these lovely opportunities and this spirit energy. So what the spirit eagle has enabled you to do is to see the situation objectively as well, because obviously eagles can fly above and get an aerial view. So it's that kind of perspective. And the cow is just a warm, loving, nurturing creature. It's very, very beautiful, and it can provide us with food without giving up its meat if necessary. So it can nurture and nourish without the sacrifice, if you like. So in that sense, the miracles are endless. Let's have some tarot cards to see where we can go further, or to get more information. So what is this direct surprise that's in store for you? So let's just... It is quite interesting because there's a kind of sort of slowness to this. So it's not a sort of rush of energy, but it's energy that's being brought into awareness. So I'm just gonna those cards, and we will cut them. Lovely, good. And so let's have some cards, please, to enlighten us on this situation. And I'm just going to move that over so I can get that one in. Let's just, there we go. We can have some more in a sec if we need some. So we have the Ten of Swords. So definitely have a situation ending, and it is a situation because it's sort of ideas, it's clarity, it's of the mind, if you like, it's your thoughts. So, and we have the Seven of Swords. So, and the Page of Pentacles. So whether or not this is happening to you now, or it's something you've just been through, it is coming into place. So whatever your intentions are, they will be moved. And the Page of Pentacles is, because it's about physical resources, it's about messages coming through, messages or gifts of resources. So let's go with a couple more to see what happens when we've made that change. We have the Five of Swords. Blimey, you've really been through it, haven't you? We have the Seven of Rods and the Four of Pentacles. I'm wondering if this has been about certain attitudes and to a degree about money, because all of this here is we have problems here, let's be honest about it, and there are problems which are being sorted through. The Five of Swords is very much like this impasse card, okay? Or it has a very similar meaning. So there's been something going on here. There's so some kind of either falling out or dispute or some kind of conflict, and it's kind of sort of left you standing outside or away from the situation, and I think it's good that you stepped away or you have been away, because it allows you to come back in and to reevaluate what things are worth to you. So I'm going to take some more cards because I want to see what happens now. And I don't know if something has happened to you to make you change your mind, or if there's going to be something that's coming in to change your mind. So let's have a look, because it's not exactly forthcoming at the moment. So we have the Ten of Cups. We have the Two of Cups. And we have the King of Cups. My word, what a change. So this distance is now being breached or bridged, if you like, and these cards are all about healing the emotional side of it. So in the middle we have the Two of Cups, which could either be a relationship, a soulmate, so it could be a romantic partner, but it could also be, you know, one of your best mates, somebody that you've always just, you know, when you first met them, you just got on, and it was like seeing your way through. I'm gonna just move that so I don't chuck that out of the way. So, but there's a definite sort of level of harmony now coming up. So it might be a surprise meeting that actually brings you back to find that real treasure. That might be the surprise. It might not even be something you're planning. It might be you just kind of bump into them and and had that sort of space in you, or some difficulty sort of getting together previously, that's going to be washed away by all this watery stuff at the bottom. So I think the play is about and navigating by the stars is about a journey, but I don't think it's so much a journey or a holiday or a trip as such. It's about bridging that gap and bringing you back to and closer to your family, your tribe, your to those that mean the most to you. So, and the way is clearing now for you to be able to do that. So it might be that you have felt cut off and isolated and unable to connect for a while. It might be that there was some kind of disagreement or a squabble, but it's going away now. That's really sort of, you know, that's going to blow away with the wind. And you can come back into this situation and view it with much more confidence and much more trust. So this is kind of what this here is suggesting. There's not that there was I mean, you could have been betrayed, but there that you felt you couldn't trust them with, or about, or yeah. So, I mean, because this is a general reading, I can't sort of pin it on thing, but I could say that it's not major heartbreak or betrayal, but it's a kind of sort of they were either doing things in a way that you couldn't see eye to eye on, or they went down a different path altogether, and you have been able to meet up, so you've been cut off from them. But what happened? What on here is just sort of gently fencing off that sort of situation, and you are now being brought back into line, so you can unite and reconnect with that treasure, that very special element that ignited or joined you all together in the first place. So I will say this, because it's Christmas, or coming up to the time of me in this reading, but it can still apply to other periods of time. Some people are on their own. Some people are on their own because they like it, and they can enjoy it. Some people are on their own because from their loved ones. Others do not have anyone to be with. However, in some way, you are going to be reconnected with those treasures. So, and I will say to you this, wherever you are this season, love yourself as well as everybody else, because we all deserve it. And I wish you the best of the season's greetings. So when you find that treasure, maybe the surprise is finding out that that really is the treasure. I don't know. We'll find it, and Spirit will guide you to it in some particular way. And please love, enjoy, and thank you very much for joining the reading. Thank you. And if this reading resonated with you, you can look at the others, and please like and subscribe, because that helps me to come back and do more of this. Thank you very much. Hi, and welcome to reading through. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Welcome to two. I have oracle cards here on the table. I'm Lunar Tarot. But let's have a look at what we have in front of us. So, Holly. And we hope. We have this lovely sort of willow spirit here, with a little heart in the middle. So, and although it's sort of flying down through the autumn leaves here, so it's the sort of end of season, and when I actually do this reading, the time is past the winter solstice. This is a timeless reading, so it's kind of in that part of the cycle, if you like. So are coming to, or he is coming up to, at the end of a cycle, I would say, with renewed hope and faith. So the holly tree is all about grace, for me anyway. I dare say you'll hear different interpretations, but the holly is kind of consort to the oak in a sense, and you need, for hollies to get berries or bear fruit, you need a male and female. So it's also about the collaboration of the sexes as well. So and it's about stepping up when you're needed. So in mythology, in the forest, the oak is the king. The holly is like the sort of consort. And so with the dragonfly here, so the holly then comes into its own, and if you like, takes flight, because it's an evergreen tree. So it's still the same tree when the oak is king, okay? But when the oak goes into sort of dormant cycle, then the holly has the grace to take over and step in. So this is about collaboration. It's about having the grace to step up, to be the support and the consort, if you like, during the sort of harsher months. So, and that, in a sense, is what true hope and love is all about. So in medieval times, quite often, instead of asking a brother or another lord to be consort and take care of things, if the medieval king had to go into battle, he would ask his queen if she was up to it, and she would step up. Catherine of Aragon did it for Henry VIII when he was in France. She stepped up and she went and fought the Scots, as one did in those days. We're a lot friendlier now, I hope, to keep them from invading the border territories, or to sort of calm down any hostilities. That's a part of sort of history that's kind of overlooked quite a lot now, because it gets more interesting when he starts chopping people's heads off. And the reason for that was your brother or your cousin might well try and usurp you while you were away. So it was in your wife's interest to keep your kingdom going for you. So there's a lot of that about the holly, and I think about this kind of message, and it's the ability to transform yourself into someone who can lead instead of play consort, whilst this is going on. So thinking about the surprises, is there a situation or an opportunity for you coming in for you to do this? So I'm going to do, there we go, we've got 2 there. With the oracle cards, we'll have 2 of these, and let's see if, right, good, and I think that one. So let's see what they have to say, and then I'll have, these ones are lovely, but they are harder because they're less flexible to shuffle. So what surprises or do we have? I'm just gonna, that's it. And I'm going with that. And okay, no, just the one please. Lovely, thank you. Right, let's have a look at these and see what more information we can get. So, and I will just pop those to the side. That's it, so they're out of the way. Let's move these over. So, distant thunder. And begin now. Take your first step. So, yeah, I think it's quite interesting. So it looks to me here like you are being asked to step up to do something. So this is part of your transformation, and what is coming in to be. So, oh, we got the dragonfly again. Hey, how about that? You couldn't make it up if you tried. So, something is going on in the background, okay? That will clear the air. And thunderstorms are kind of weird, aren't they? Because you can sort of, like, we have our little princess here, or what have you, our lady, and she's looking into the distance to that thunder. And if you've ever been to sort of a sort of hilly or mountainous region, you know, you can stand on top of the hill and see the storm coming over, almost like a spaceship. You know, you get this sort of whole body of clouds and sort of shots of thunder coming out of it, or maybe rain. And you can see it sort of float by in the distance. Sometimes it will come your way and come over, and sometimes it will just sail past. And what this is saying is, you are now being asked because somebody's, whether it's temporarily or permanently, there's a space being made for you to step up, to fill somebody's shoes. So, and we have, and again here, so we've got this chap waving goodbye to his fair maiden, and here you look, so, and just a bit like our thunderstorm, we have our ostrich, who we know is a fantastic runner when they need to, and we have a balloon here, sort of effectively, I don't know if it's sailing that way or sailing that way, but it feels like it's sailing that way. So something is moving away from you, and the surprise is that you are being chosen to step up into this. So here we have, it almost looks like the ostrich that on it's, I think it's just the way it's been drawn. It's actually walking past it, but it looks kind of so you are being asked to pick up where somebody used to do it before, and protect that treasure. So whether it's a chest like here, or it's a physical thing, or it's just keeping order over something, that is what's going to happen. That's the surprise. Well, it might not be a surprise to you, but and you are going to do this with grace. So you're going to do it with great care and dignity and ease of movement as well, because that's what grace is all about. So you are able to do it without creating too much disturbance. So, what Spirit is saying to you here is skunk. We have skunk spirit, and know your worth. And actually, the number of the skunk is 9, which is a fantastic number. It's a number of teacher, it's the hermit in the tarot, and you are going to display your inner wisdom and guidance when you step up into this situation, and you are going to transform yourself. Oh, I'm sorry, that's my phone. Sorry for the disturbance. Okay, that's quite interesting, isn't it? So, don't normally get a phone call when I'm recording these things. However, fate has a strange way of intervening. And it may be that this is just brought forward to you by surprise by a phone uh, or a message. We'll have a bit more of a look at that when we lay down the tarot cards. But what this is saying is, and as far as I'm aware, the skunk doesn't have the best PR department because the nature of the way it protects itself. However, like Pepe Le Pew, it's a romantic little creature and just as lovely, as long as you don't have a sensitive nose. No, but what it's saying here is your true self is going to shine through here. So you're going to blossom. You're going to come out of your cocoon or your pupae, and you're gonna shine. So when that phone rings, when that call comes, when that interruption happens, you can step up, knowing that you will succeed. So I'm going to have a look at some tarot cards. Oops, there's one that's come out. We'll have that. And and we have a couple more there. So let's start with, and we'll have I want 3 more to tell us about this surprise that's coming. And whoops, so we're going to have 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, lovely. So let's have a look at these. Let's see what. So we have the 2 of Rods. And the 2 of Rods is about stepping out, basically. And we have the 5 of Cups. We have the 3 of Cups. We have the 7 of Rods. We have the 4 of Cups. And we have the 8 of Pentacles. So this is lovely. So we don't have any major cards here. But we've got a sort of undulating feel here. So you will have a choice, I guess, because you can always say no. But this is suggesting that you move out, you step up, you move forward. You may feel initially slightly that you may have odd feelings of inadequacy or that you're not getting it right. That is just your perception, I'm telling you, because and you may feel a little bit defensive about things. So, and once again, that is just your perception. So you are going to put yourself into this and you are going to work hard. And you are going to be successful. Okay? So, and nobody ever achieved anything by not moving forward. Okay? So put your worries to one side and step up. Emotionally, this might feel uncomfortable to start with, because if you're sort of shifting quickly from one situation into another, you're going to feel a little bit like a fish out of water. But don't worry, okay? Because here we have 3 of Cups, so people are celebrating, and we have somebody working away quite successfully So accumulating brownie points, if you like. So, and you pass the audition, you've got past the apprenticeship, and you've moved into that workspace as the sort of master craftsman, if you like. So it could be a relationship situation. It could be sort of in a family situation. It could be your work. I'd be inclined to say that it's, so you might be asked to step in and take charge of the family or something, which you've never done before. But it's putting you at the helm, if you like. So, which is always an uneasy transition to make. However, Dragonfly says you will be making this transformation well. So I have to say, I think that's rather a good situation, and I'm going to end it there and just say this. So remember the story about the holly, okay, and about the consort. Remember why you've been chosen. And Spirit is saying that whether you whether you use a shampoo or hair product, you are worth it, all right? And you will develop into this, albeit quite quickly, I think, but truth transcends illusion. So the truth of you is going to come out. And actually, we've got the number 22 here, which is a very special number in numerology, and is associated with leaders who've been tasked to take on sort of difficult paths. So, so it's a really good spread. So if you want to see if you've got any other surprises coming, you can have a look at the other readings. So if this resonated with you, you can write me a comment, and please like and subscribe as well. So that enables me to carry on doing these readings, and I hope you took something from this, and my love to you at this time when you come to this reading, and remember to love yourself as well. Thank you. Hello and welcome to reading 3. So let's have a look at what we've got here. So we've got celebration, and we have somebody making what looks like to me a rocket or something like that. There's the blue paper. And I don't know what rockets look like now. I haven't seen a firework for years. Well, certainly not in its unlit state. So, so it's like something, a situation that's going to go off with a bang. So joyously, one hopes. And with it, we have the Tree of Life. And the Tree of Life connects you with Spirit. So there's an element of this to it. So you might be celebrating some stage of your spiritual or magical journey. And we also have the sloe, or the blackthorn. If you're a gin drinker, you'll know what sloes are. And they're the fruit taken off the blackthorn, and it's one of those fruits that you don't pick until much, much later in the season, when you've experienced the first frosts. And what the frost does is it helps to soften the fruit and make it better to work with. So otherwise it's just not ready to use. So, and the blackthorn is one of those trees of quite often associated with witchcraft, but with all those sort of healing things as well. Because it has awkward sort of thorns to handle. It's quite a sort of, as a fruit tree, it's got those lovely white delicate flowers, but you have to be careful when you approach it because it has these thorns on, unlike sort of like apple trees, etc., or some of the other berry trees. And it's a tree that changes your perception. So because it's considered a tree of the hag, or the sort of darker form of witchcraft, it's what it challenges you to do is to see the beauty in it, okay, to learn to respect that sort of era and or phase, shall we say, and learn to recognize the beauty in it. So there's a sense of difficulty, but what I'm looking at with the celebration is, so with all those sort of factors, we have a situation which, as a celebration, could be quite fantastic and quite magnificent, but we've got some tricky properties going on around it. And the Tree of Life suggests that you need an element of wisdom alongside that. So here we go. We're going to lay out some oracle cards. And they've been shuffled, so we'll have two. We're going to have, just shuffle those again. So what surprises are in store for us for reading 3? And okay, we're going to have that one too. And then a whole watch there. So 1. Oh, and there's your other one. That's what we like, the cards to make their own decisions. So pop those on there. Whoop, that's it. So, Desert Passage. Trust there's a divine plan. And Great Adventure. So, I do think, she says, turning to, oh, there we go, desert, dry desert. Oh, look at that, that's beautiful. Lovely giraffes. And we also have the moth spirit and the wolf spirit. So this to me is definitely about some sort of spiritual or magical work that you're doing, part of your internal process, okay? So, and so as above, so below. and you are reaching a stage where you can celebrate. That will be coming through soon. But it's been a tricky journey. So we have two cards of the desert. So what it's saying to me is, and look at this wonderful sky, this sort of pinky sky. So it's been a bit of a trip of, it's been a path of solitude for you. And it's been a sort of hermitage, if you like, a pilgrimage. So into a particular area. But you've needed to do it to bring you back together with the people in your world, or so you've been doing it for yourself, and I'm looking at the numbers we've got here. So we've got a 4, we've got an 8. So, and it's, you've been going through a cycle, and that cycle is coming to its own conclusion. So, and we have the moth spirit. So, and the moth in itself, which is surrender now. And it's, so there's a certain element of this which suggests you've been through that spiritual journey, okay, and you've been on that path and you've learned what you need to learn. And the moth is very similar to the butterfly in the sense that it goes through a transformation. But it's about, because it's a sort of creature of the night, if you like, it sort of goes through a transformation which is kind of hidden. It's only visible to yourself. But you've been able to bring, to do this and pull it together. And look, we've got a little, we've got a little sort of stalk up there too. And it was quite a brave thing for you to do, because we have our Viking ship here. But the Vikings were the world's famous navigators, and they would often travel at night and use the stars to guide them. I have to say there's certain parallels here with reading 1, but it's not the same, because there's a different vibe to it, because you've gone through this on a subconscious level, and I'm even wondering if this kind of progress is not some kind of initiation, because it's suggesting with celebration, it sort of links to ritual and to the end of ritual, when you sort of come together to mark the accomplishment. So, and we also have here our wolf spirit, and of course wolves are pack animals. So it means sort of returning to the tribe, if you like. So turning knowledge into wisdom. And I think the surprise here is, or part of the surprise is A, that you've managed to do this and get through this, or you're going to go through this passage, if you like, of initiation, and you're going to come out and emerge much bigger and stronger. But it's not something that you're going to share with the world. It's going to be something you'll share with those who are your spiritual age. They will appreciate the transformation that you've been through. And and here it's saying turn knowledge into wisdom and then surrender now. So you have had to sort of give yourself up, if you like, or there might have been a little bit of resistance to this, but we have the number 12 here, which is 3, which is productivity. So you've been able to process this and produce sort of turn this in the knowledge and the information that you acquired. So let's have some tarot cards. So tell us what we need to know to earn this system. Can we know more about the actual surprise, or what we need to be prepared for? So, and again, because it's a surprise, you need to trust and be able to give yourself over to this. So, and trust requires a certain amount of commitment and loyalty. So let's have a look. I'm going to lay out, we'll have 6 cards, and I'm just going to take from top because we are well shuffled. So, Knight of Swords. Yep, so here's our champion. 2 of Swords. Is that line for decision? That's where trust and guidance comes from. So that's so we have the Fool. We have the oh yes, this is a big transformation or initiation. So you have going down definitely into magical paths and the spiritual awareness. You have been. So, and that did require a certain amount, leap of faith and trust. And it may be, the surprise might be what you learnt, if you like, because on a sort of spiritual or subconscious level, a tower changes the information or changes your beliefs, okay? So it can be a shock or but what it does is it rocks the foundation. So the tower falls down and it wasn't what you believed is sort of brought down, and the perception is changed, and you can, this almost looks like a lighthouse just with waves around it. So every element here, it's got like fire, we've got the thunderbolts through the air, we've got the waves. So basically you've been discovering or you've learned more about all the elements, okay? How you thought things were put together and made is not as you perceived it. However, you've had guidance here, and you've also had your champion in the Knight of Swords, and your Hierophant has been there to guide you, to hold you up, to protect you, to make sure that you come through well. And what this has provided you with is a whole new wealth of wisdom and knowledge, and you are going to pass that on as well and share that with your own kind, your own people, and that's why the wolf is here. So spiritual big jobs, as others say, and it's not, I would say, from, you know, looking at the cards we have here underneath, it's not so much an alarming surprise or sort of harmful or, you know, a nasty shock, but it will change your perception, and that is what you're going to celebrate, basically. And going back to our blackthorn or sloe, you will see the beauty in things that you never saw before, that you never realised. You will be open to, there is a touch of magic here. There really is. You will appreciate things that you never were able to appreciate before, and understand things in a way that you never understood before. So although it's going to be it might feel like the ground is shaking when you're going through it, you are protected by spirits, you are being guided, and it's a fantastic surprise, or you'll realize what a fantastic surprise is. So it's a bit like looking at a piece of old furniture that you've always thought is like, oh, that's just a bit of dark wood, I can't bear it, I want a nice bit of pine or something from IKEA. And all of a sudden realising, you know, the work that went into it, appreciating how it was put together, appreciating the people that have sat on it all over the years. It's that kind of surprise and revelation. And or meeting your inner hag and realizing the beauty of her. So there's your surprise coming up, or that is going to transition at the moment. Obviously, if I told you all about the surprise, it wouldn't be a surprise anymore. However, I hope you enjoy the process and benefit from it. Love to you all. Remember, love yourself as well as you love others. And the blessings of the season. If you like this, you can drop me a comment and press the thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. And you will be able to pick up for when you get readings again. So looking forward to seeing you again soon,